welcome to the third video of the day. So this is the first impressions on the Urban Decay Fall 2016 line that I just got in the mail. And I've already done a video on moon dust and on the eye products. So now we're going to be doing a look on the face products here. So make sure I'll have links below you can check out if you want to see the moon dust video, if you want to see the eyeliners and stuff, or you can stick around and see the face product. So the new things that are coming out for the face line are a new foundation called All Nighter and then some color correctors, which I think these already came out. I don't have them, so I can't say for sure. Then there's also a new setting spray. So first thing I want to talk about are the new foundations. So this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Longwear Liquid Foundation. You can see the packaging is really kind of cool looking, and I took out my Naked Skin. Naked Skin is by far one of my favorite foundations ever, so I'm really excited to see how All Nighter, and this is not going to be like a full review of the foundation, just so you guys know. If you want to see that, let me know, and I could absolutely do that, but this is just kind of a first look. So the main thing I am seeing with this is, one, the packaging is different, but two, it's way more pigmented than Naked Skin. So I already thought Naked Skin had good coverage, but it's like, it's nothing in comparison. So I'm just gonna show you guys, the color that I wear is 1.0, so I kind of just want to show you the difference here. So here is regular Naked Skin, and here is All Nighter. Right away, that was the first thing I noticed, is it seemed like All Nighter was lighter. And I'm gonna, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put, this is 1.5 next to it, just so I can see if that's part, like if maybe they went lighter. No, 1.5 is definitely more cool toned. So anyway, so you can just see this is regular Naked Skin. It's much more watery and fluid. And then this is All Nighter. It's got a much thicker texture to it. It's much thicker. It has 3 times the pigmentation as your regular Naked Skin. You can just see from my finger too. You can definitely tell just me getting it off my finger here. It's got a lot more coverage and pigmentation, and the whole thing here is supposed to be that it's going to last you all night long. All right, I decided last minute I wanted to include a try on. So the first color I'm using is the Urban Decay All Nighter, and I'm using the shade 1.0, which is what I always wear in Naked Skin. You can see how pigmented it is here, and I did notice it does seem a little bit lighter than Naked Skin, which I'm going to try on the other side of my face to kind of compare. So you can see it's almost like mask-like because it's very pigmented. And then on the other side of my face, I'm taking Naked Skin in 1.0, and you can see the color difference here. But I did notice that once everything kind of was set, it didn't seem that much different. The plus side is that with All Nighter, it does feel it sets down and feels just as lightweight as Naked Skin does, which is so important to me. So I gotta say, the pigmentation, it's a lot like Naked Skin, but with a lot more pigmentation. So there you go. That's a look of what it looks like with both of them. You can see the differences. The nice thing too is you can see right here, they've got 24 different shades. So there's a lot of different shades and undertones and all that jazz, which is great to make sure that everyone has the right color. Just based off of this, I mean, you can see it totally blocks out my vein there. And it says on there, a little goes a long way. And just that one squeeze I did is taking up like my entire arm. I already can see it dried down fully, which is something that I really look for in a foundation. I always want it to dry down and be super pigmented, but still have like a really nice feel. And this isn't tacky at all, so that's a huge plus. I'm really excited to play with this. And if you guys want, I'll do a wear test, all that jazz this weekend, so you can see exactly how it wears and if it's worth it. And also, just so you know, each of these will be available for $40, which is a pretty normal price for an Urban Decay foundation. All right, the next thing we have are these color correctors. Color correctors have become a huge thing this year. And these ones, the first thing I noticed is that they're a lot lighter. I've been seeing a lot of color correctors lately where the colors are just super dark, or they just come in like a green and like an orangey color. So it's kind of cool that there's a lot going on here. Green will take away redness, like on acne. You have yellow, which corrects dullness. Peach, which corrects dark circles or spots. Pink, which brightens dark areas. And then lavender, which balances sallowness. So the packaging here is exactly like the Naked Skin concealers. So let's do swatchy swatches so you can just see how pigmented they are. Here is the green, and it's got a nice brush too. See how it kind of gives? I really like that when the brushes aren't hard like that and they kind of can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. This is really, really pigmented. Really pigmented. Here's yellow. Here's pink. Here's lavender. And then finally, here's peach. So the neat thing about these is they are very light, and because they are a creamy consistency, they'll blend out nicely, which sometimes if you use creams, it can be a little bit difficult to get it to kind of blend out if you use too much. These ones actually, I mean, you could just see they blend out really easily, which is gonna make it a lot easier to get the color correcting that you're looking for. I also appreciate how light they are because I have a couple of green concealers that I've tried to use and they just, I don't know, I'm not big on color correcting, but when I've used them, it's like way obvious and doesn't look so good. And I've seen some people who use them and I'm like, how are you doing that? But anyway, so I like how light these are. So each of these retails for $28. And then the last thing that's new is this setting spray. So the Urban Decay setting sprays are made by Skindinavia, who have such amazing products. I've talked to you guys about them in the past, so you know it's a good product. It is hydrating and it is cooling. Let's see. First, I couldn't tell if it was cooling just because it's like a light mist and I live in Arizona. But yeah, no, that's actually really, that feels nice. This would be so nice to keep in the fridge on like a hot day and just spray it and then like your life is so much better. That's probably what I'm gonna do with this one. So there's my look at all of the new Urban Decay products. Yeah, so make sure you check out my video on the Moon Dust palette as well as on the new liners and the mascara. Make sure you check out all the videos. Let me know what your thoughts are if you're gonna pick up anything, and I'll see you later.